I asked Chuck, or I at least told him that I might have a little surprise. So before I say you guys can kiss each other, we need to undo this, and then we need to have another ceremony. Because, as some of you know, I am the Prime Minister of PhillyMINI, which gives me certain powers.
Yeah.
And part of those powers is that I can perform the ceremony of Motormony. So I'm going to join you in the MINI tradition. So, I'm going to commence with the Motormony vows. Dearly beloved, I'm going to need you to take the things off, because there's another part. Dearly beloved, we are gathered today in the sight of Sir Alec Isagonis, who was the designer of the MINI, and in the face of this crew of Miniacs and other friends, to join together this man and woman in holy Motormony, which is commended to be honorable among all men and women, and therefore not to be entered into lightly, but reverently, discreetly, advisedly, and solemnly. Into this holy estate these two persons now come to be joined. If any person can show just cause why they may not be joined together, let them speak now or forever hold their peace. I hear nothing. Motormony is the union of two motors with clutch, accelerator, and brakes. It is intended for their mutual motoring joy, and for the help and comfort given one another in both the twisties and on the straightaways. But more importantly, it is a means through which a stable and traction-controlled environment may be attained. Through Motormony, Chuck and Spring make a commitment together to face the road, embrace their steering wheels, realize their maximum speed, and accept each other's midships. Chuck and Spring will promise one another to aspire to these ideals throughout their motoring lives together. Through mutual radio communication, the openness of their panoramic roof, and their road feel for one another. We are here today before Sir Alec because motoring is one of his most sacred wishes, to witness the joining in Motormony of Chuck and Spring. This occasion marks the celebration of oil and petrol with which this man and this woman began their motoring life together. And now, through me, he joins you together in one of life's most pleasurable bonds. Who gives this woman in Motormony to this man? And the group can respond, we do.
We do.
This is easy. This is a beginning and continuation of their growth as motorists. With mutual car care, respect for the road, motoring responsibility, and knowledge of the MINI's operator manual comes the affirmation of each one's own motoring happiness, growth, and freedom. With respect for the open road comes the freedom to motor unconditionally. With the safety of 6 airbags, the automotive knowledge self-offered one another becomes the octane booster for their increased speed. By gathering together all the wishes of happiness and our fondest hopes for Chuck and Spring, assure them our pistons are in tune with theirs. These moments are so meaningful, for what greater thing is there for pistons than to feel that they are supercharged, firing on the upstroke, exhausting on the downstroke, sharing with each other on all firings. Motormony is a leap of faith and an exuberant commitment, as well as a moral and physical union between two motorists. Motormony has been described as the best and most important relationship that can exist between two people. It is the construction of their motoring love into a single growing energy of car care. It is a moral commitment to the MINI that requires and deserves daily attention. Motormony should be a lifelong consecration to the ideal of motoring, backed with the finances to keep both their MINIs on the road. Chuck, do you, Chuck, take Spring and her MINI to be your motoring partner, to motor together after Sir Alec's ordinance in the holy state of Motormony? Will you refuel her, wash her, wax and keep her wheels clean in all seasons, for richer, for leaner, for better, for worse, when in for service and not, to cherish and continually bestow upon her a new coat of wax, forsaking all other car makes, keeping yourself only unto her as long as you both shall live?
I do.
Spring, do you, Spring, take Chuck and his MINI to be your motoring partner, to motor together with after Sir Alec's ordinance in the holy state of Motormony? Will you refuel him, wash him, wax him, and keep his wheels clean in all seasons, for richer, for leaner, for better, for worse, when in service and not, to cherish and continually bestow upon him a new coat of wax, forsaking all other car makes, keeping yourself only unto him as long as you both shall live?
I do.
Susan? Our gift to you today is a token of your motoring love. Will you each take? Chuck, this is yours. Spring, this is yours. What token of love do you offer? Don't put them on yet. What token of your love do you offer? Would you both place the key rings in my hand? May these key rings be seen as a symbol of this motoring unity. These two lives will now be joined in one unbroken 0.9 G circle. Wherever they go, may they always return to one another. May these two find in each other the roads for which all motorists yearn. May their mini fleet grow. May the garage which they establish together be such a place that fellow Miniacs will find there a friend. May these key rings around their necks symbolize the touch of the spirit of motoring love in their hearts. Take that one, Chuck. Chuck, in placing this key ring around Spring's neck, repeat after me. Spring, you are now registered to me as my motoring partner from this day forward. I give you this key ring as the pledge of my love for motoring and as the symbol of our unity. And with this key ring, I merge lanes with thee. Chuck, you are now registered to me as my motoring partner from this day forward. And I give you this key ring as the pledge for my love of motoring. And as the symbol of our unity. And with this key ring. I merge lanes with thee. May you always share with each other the gifts of motoring. Be one in heart and mind. May you always create a rally together that puts in your hearts speed, curves, and scenic motorways. Inasmuch as Chuck and Spring have consented together in Motormony before this crew of Miniacs and have pledged their faith and declared the unity by giving and receiving a key ring, they are now joined. You have pronounced yourself motoring partners, but always remember to be each other's best pilot and navigator. What therefore Sir Alec Isagona says, joined together, let no man put us under. I'm not going to get struck. And so, by the power vested in me by the Mini dealerships of Pennsylvania and Sir Alec himself, I now pronounce you motoring partners, and may your days be good and long upon the road. You may now kiss your motoring partner and your husband and wife.
All right. Good.